Shalom. You know that every single street sign is in Arabic, English, Hebrew. We study in school Arabic, English, and Hebrew. Citizens, like these Bedouins, I'm in a Bedouin tent. They are equal citizens. But the rockets being shot on the Galilee, where my family lives, you know, they're indiscriminate. They don't just kill Jewish people. They also kill the Druze. Okay, you remember those 12 kids that were killed and 40 other people injured. So sad. It's so sad that this is happening, and it must stop. You know, a war of self-defense is the moral responsibility of any legitimate sovereign nation whose people are under attack. As I'm in this Bedouin tent, I'm just thinking, man, we are here to help together to find these tunnels. You know, I serve alongside Arabic-speaking people as well, and even they help us to find these tunnels and trackers and so on. So the righteous cry out, Psalms 34 says, and the Lord hears them, delivers them. Won't you cry out that God will deliver us from our troubles? Psalms 34 verse 17 and 18, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. I feel like that sometimes. It's just, this has been going on a long time, and when we're hoping to find at least some hostages alive, you know, we sometimes they're all killed. They're all dead. That you saw in Khan Yunis, the recovery of 6 bodies, and along with the 7th Brigade, along with 603rd Battalion, Yahalom, of course, and we're able to find these, blow up some of these tunnels, even some 1.5 kilometers long, filled with weapons, explosives, logistics to stay and to plan and do and carry out terror. Over in Deir el-Balah, over in Khan Yunis. And you know what happened? Those tunnels will no longer be used. They are destroyed, eliminated. But you think of these hostages, we are hoping someone would be alive, but they're not. And I just wanted to talk about each of them just really briefly. Nadav Popwell, he was 51 years old from Nirim Kibbutz. He loved books, science fiction, and he was kidnapped on October 7th and killed. Yagev Bushdav, 35 years old. He's from Nirim. Passionate about music. He worked as a sound technician. He was taken hostage and killed in captivity. Yoram Metzger, 80 years old, from Kibbutz Nir Oz. I know the South Kibbutz is better. He was a mechanic, and he was killed. You know, he was kidnapped on October 7th and murdered. Chaim, my name is Chaim. Chaim Perry, 79 years old. He was a peace activist. He had an art gallery. He was always trying to help bring peace and doing a lot of stuff with Arabs and Jews together. Murdered in captivity. Alexander Danzig, he was 76 years old, an educator, historian, he would teach a lot about the Holocaust and he would lead delegations to Poland. Kidnapped, murdered. Avraham Munder, he was a member of the Eshkol Choir, and he was helping to develop cities in the Negev, fulfill Ben-Gurion's dream that the deserts would bloom. He was a veteran of the Six-Day War, a hero. He was kidnapped along with his family, but he himself was killed. His family got released in a deal. Iran is threatening to destroy us. I see all their missiles. I see what they're doing. They're doing these tests. They're continually doing this. And the U.S. said they will face cataclysmic consequences if they strike Israel after we took out that murderer, Ismail Haniyeh, who planned and executed along with Yehia Sinwar and others, the October 7th massacre on our people. We don't want to see a war. We don't want to see a war. We want to go home. We want to be with our family. We want to tell bedtime stories to our kids, you know. But we can't, if Iran is still poised to strike us, but I feel that after we prayed on the 9th of we had this Tisha B'Av, the 9th of the month of Av, and we prayed, and then there was this earthquake in Lebanon, an earthquake in Syria, there was flooding in Yemen. It just felt like things are all going to be okay. And I'm just telling you that it looks like a hostage deal is on the table to release a bunch of murderers and to hopefully also release the rest of the hostages that Hamas is holding. And I just believe, though, that I don't know if that's going to be the answer. I just don't trust them. But I'll tell you what, Hezbollah is ready to launch a surprise invasion to Israel, a surprise attack on us, and we're ready. We're ready, and I'm telling you what, we will stand strong. We will do what we must, and we will strengthen ourselves in God. And so I just thank you guys for standing with us in this time, and to look to the future where we will have a time. We have faith that there will be a time where Isaiah 19 prophecy of this unity, this togetherness will happen. Thanks to your generosity, the work of the Aliyah Return Center charity continues to help not only heroes on the front lines with much needed equipment, but also the new immigrants. And here we've been able to host an event in the presence of the mayor, Ministry of Aliyah, Ministry of Absorption, many other organizations in partnership and in tandem with us. We've been able to help these Ethiopian new immigrants with back to school bags, a magic show, fun. It's just so nice to see the smiles on the faces of these children who've come from a very hard life and come to the promised land. And here we're able to help them, give them gifts, and see the smile on their faces. Thank you.